Well, I was telling you about she's taken on this, Jet Black is taken on this magical journey when she goes to sleep. And she meets these people who were also teased. It's all multi-ethnic. She's African American. She meets this African American judge, this handicapped Caucasian female, Asian airline pilot, Hispanic, and a native, or now they're calling them indigenous people, you know. So yeah, so all these people were teased and taunted and didn't want to go to school and all of that, but they changed in their minds and all that. They made up their minds to do well in school regardless. And that's what they encouraged Jet to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's like everything that kids need nowadays. And I mean, sometimes people overlook those things. Like parents will be like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just ignore them," and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I think adults kind of forget that how they feel when they have the same situation. It might not be, but adult bullying, like, you know, when you go to work or when you have to deal with a patient, that angry patient, you have to deal with a mean customer.
Yeah, of course.
It's the same thing. So imagine your kids who are innocent and sweet got to deal with that same situation.
Yes. Well, that's something else. So, and then my sister wrote this book, My 15 Dogs, a 55-year journey of love. If you like dogs, you will love this book. It's 59 pages. That's how thick it is. So that one is, if you love dogs.
Yeah, people would love that one. I'm a cat person. My kids are dog people, even though they get scared of them. But you know, sometimes they do have bad owners.
Oh, yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Then here's the cover for The Vision, telling kids that they can make the world a better place.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So how do you get the cover for that?
Oh, I have a group that I go to. It's quite ways away from, but they do a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And then here's the cover for the memoir, Line of Serenity. That's my parents. This is a picture of all 7 of us. I was 12. Wow. I was 12 and then all the way down, and my sister was 3. We're 9 years apart. And then I love the cover because they got the big
old they got the food.
Plate. Yeah. Because food is and always has been a very important part of our lives. So there's recipes in this one. I got mac and cheese, banana pudding, apple pie, lasagna, chili, cabbage, greens.
Joyce, I'm drooling over here because I know you probably throw down in the kitchen. I know you do.
I do. Yeah. My husband, he eats his dinner. He says, "Okay, now, about how far would I drive and how much would I pay for this?" That's what he says.
That's true. That's true. That's why people shouldn't even go anywhere and eat. They should learn how to really throw down in the kitchen.
I do not. And I was just talking to my granddaughter yesterday about that. Going out to eat, you don't know what they have put in your food. You don't know if they scratched their ass and then continue cooking your whatever your food was. You don't know if they picked their nose or scratched it, whatever. You don't know what
disgruntled employees.
Huh?
Disgruntled employee.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, I don't, and not only that, but most of what I eat is organic, having had breast cancer. So.
Oh, I feel you on that. You grow your stuff outside or you just go get it?
I wish I could. We don't have any kind of land nowhere.
Oh.
Yeah, so I go to Whole Foods and get organic vegetables and fruits and organic everything. Chicken, you know.
So. I don't blame you. I was born in Jamaica. So our food is organic. I mean, We don't have nobody like pesticides. We don't have none of that adding on to our
Yeah.
food. The chicken, I kid you not, the chicken, I remember the taste of chicken in Jamaica. It
Mm.
does not taste the same here.
Whoa.
It tastes totally different. And I always kept that to memory. You know how, well, because I had COVID at one point, and COVID will take away your sense of smell. But in the
Yeah, that
process
happened
of,
to my nephew.
yeah, but when the sense of smell and taste comes back, it's like a computer reprogramming itself, and all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're remembering back to distinguished or distinctive smells,
Mm.
someone's cologne or your uncle's cologne, or you know what roses smells like, what coffee smells like, and you're just sitting there. None of that stuff is around you. It's just
Mm.
all feeding back into your memory. That's how my COVID was.
Mm.
And I guess that's probably why mine wasn't really that bad. Like I sat in my room for like 10 days,
Mm.
just thinking, oh my God, something bad's gonna happen to me. And that's all that actually happened to me. But I just remember the Jamaican food, which I
Mm.
thought was awesome because I was like, I haven't been to Jamaica in so long, since I was 15. But the chicken, because we used to cook the chicken back, because that's all people would go and get. But the chicken is actually a different taste than the one here. And
Yeah, I can imagine. Wow.
yeah, because they raise their chicken differently.
Wow.
Yeah, it's organic. If you think about it, I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any organic chicken out here if they're not adding hormones onto it, and then we're
Well,
eating it.
Whole Foods claims their chicken is organic. They
Yeah,
claim it.
but you know what kills me about that is like, you stick organic on a
Mm.
chicken. So what are the other people who are not sticking organic on it and not adding an extra dollar onto it? Why is your chicken not organic?
I
You know what
know.
I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I was just kind of like, maybe I'll just go back to being a vegan or vegetarian, because
Oh, well, I'm strictly a carnivore, honey.
I know it's hard to do that transition because I've been a carnivore most of my life.
Yeah, I am
But
a carnivore. I don't
I
even serve me nothing if it ain't got no meat on it.
I lasted literally maybe about a month of it, and I thought maybe things were gonna change, but I think I went like a different route. I probably should have went like real vegan stuff, like actual like go to Whole Foods and get the fresh stuff versus
Mm-hmm.
going
Mm-hmm.
into an aisle and getting processed vegan food. That's probably what I should have done.
Yeah. So, but now a lot of these stores are carrying organic meats and fruits and vegetables.
They should. They should have
Yeah.
already been doing that.
Yeah, they
I
should
mean,
have. But we don't know if it is organic. All they do is put the label on it. So we don't know. I just pray. That's all I
yeah,
can do.
exactly. I mean, we have, when you think about like certain employees or employers or whatever, how they do things and the shortcuts that they do in order to sell a product, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Very scary. You know,
Yeah.
people are
So,
expendable to them.
well, Stacy, my sister and I would love to become two of your favorite new authors.
Absolutely.
Yes. And your viewers as well. Please allow us the opportunity, just order some of the books,
Mhm.
read them, and I think that we will become two of your very favorite authors, newest ones. Here's the golden rule, the limitless golden rule, 21 ways to use the golden rule in your life. Now, I made this cover myself.
I like it.
You know what this is?
No.
What goes around
It's an
comes
arrow.
around. What
Oh,
goes around comes around.
okay. I was thinking a recycle sign, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
green.
Yeah,
No, but
43 pages.
email me the link again, because I haven't been on Matchmaker and you're my last interview for this season.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah. So I need to get all of the books so I can do my promo covers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can put the video together. So just send me that. And you did send me a picture, right? I think you did.
Yeah, a picture of me?
Yeah.
I did. Because you
Okay.
said gorgeous.
That's why I remembered it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good picture.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I will definitely get that going. And so we already have pretty much where we can get your books and where we can, you know, if we need to get it on. Is it in Barnes and Noble? Is it
Yes,
there
they
yet?
are Barnes and Noble.
Okay. Anywhere else?
I'm not familiar with anywhere else other than Barnes and Noble and Amazon.
Okay.
But there may be other bookstores that sell it as well, or
Okay.
some of them. So you
Yeah.
can always go in and inquire.
Okay. Well, I can always get my books from Amazon. That's where I normally go. Or if like this weekend I take the kids to Barnes and Noble, I can grab that too. I'm
Okay.
looking forward to reading your books and you know, I decided I'm going on my journey to finally write my book. It's a bit of a memoir, so it's going to take a while for me to get the courage to actually put it all together. But this is why I was doing this season all about entrepreneurs and writers, authors, because this is the journey I'm going down. This was the dream that I wanted to do. And because I jumped into healthcare, as you can see, I still have my scrubs on from work. And so this is
You a
my
nurse?
journey. No, I'm a phlebotomist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's
I've
what
been
I
doing
gotta
it.
do.
Oh,
I gotta
get
have
your
a
blood.
blood draw.
Every time I tell somebody that, yeah, thank you for not hurting me.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 15 years. So
Wow.
yeah. Um, it's the last Mohican. Like I've started off as a medical assistant, nursing assistant, monitor tech, but this is what I consider something that I'm just very comfortable doing, passionate about, like
Good.
just could close my
Yeah,
eyes and
that's
find a
helping
vein.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helping people, so, and that's like, that's what I was saying last night. My son is 52 years old. He's a wonderful, I admire my own child.
That's good.
He's
That
a
means you did a
wonderful
good
human being.
job.
That's exactly what I say. I tell him, I said, I did a good job.
Well, yeah, you did.
He even tells me how he appreciates the way that he was raised. And that's one of the best things a parent can hear.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I honor you, and I believe that there should be a lot more parents like you out there. My grandmother, she passed away about 4 years ago, and she raised me. And I have to tell you, the first thing my grandmother ever did, she made me read from Revelations in the Bible. And I just knew from the moment, I was just like, why is she making me read this scary stuff? But as I got older, I was just like, okay, I get it. My grandmother was trying to scare it into me.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the type of teaching my grandmother has and the type of way she does things, it's not the same as the way newer parents are, and you have to keep instilling that same parenting skills and doing. Just the world's a lot scarier than it was. Like you said, you came home when the street lights came on or before the street lights came on. Nowadays with my kids, where I have to be outside with him, my kids.
Yes, I know. It's terrible nowadays. So, I I don't know. I just count on the universe. Only God or the universe, whatever you want to call your higher power, that is the only entity that can fix this world. And I just, my secret dream and passion is for God to part the clouds and speak to the world. Right. That's what I want to happen.
Yes, exactly. So people can realize it's not about them.
No. And all this racism is around, and all these white people, all this racism. Why are they mad at us? We're not the ones responsible for God making red, black, brown, and yellow. And then he only made a few white. We ain't responsible for that. 4/5 of the world is people of color. Only 1/5 of the world is white people. Think about that.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing about that is we have some way, somehow have found ourselves completely new age segregated.
Well, that's because that's done by design. They do that shit deliberately.
I mean, our states are segregated. We're either like, what state are you in?
California.
Oh, so we're neighbors. Okay. All right.
What
So
state are you in?
I'm in California too.
Okay.
That's why we're on the same time zone.
No, I thought you could have been in. Can you be in any other California, any other Pacific? Arizona, Nevada, not either one of those.
Yeah. Okay. But it's like if you're a Texan, and Texas people think differently. I mean, especially now that we have the Roe versus Wade thing.
Yeah.
So now that segregates us even more with our thinking. California with their legalizing marijuana, that's a little different. That changes the people that live here. So we're so divided that at some point we fight over the division, the thinking.
Yeah. And they have to keep us fighting each other.
I don't like when my kids fight. I have 2 kids and I don't like when they fight. So I can't imagine why people want to sit there and do all that just so they can be at the top of the mountain looking down and watching us suffer. Do you realize eventually when everybody's all said and done and everything's done, they're coming up to that? The people that are left, that are not the ones that you wanted left behind, are the ones that are going to come up to that mountain to you. So, I mean, isn't it best to create a world that is actually a lot better than what you're trying to create?
Yeah, exactly. Make the world a better place. I post on all the, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter mainly. I post on every day.
Yeah, for people just to get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, racism is in everything. Racism,
Oh, it is.
It's and it's not even, it's like the foundation. Like you don't know what someone's feeling. You don't know how someone's thinking, and you automatically are judging someone because of some particular stereotype. And I mean, sometimes when I haven't eaten right and I ate the wrong thing, I'm too tired or whatever, I get upset and I just look at the person and I'm like, okay. But then I gotta wheel myself back in and just realize what I'm doing, what this world is creating and what it's doing to me as a person. Am I one of God's children, or am I one of those people?
I'm gonna always be one of God's children. So, and I think you are too. You ain't gonna never be one of those people.
Yeah, but when people come knocking on your door, kicking it down and trying to take whatever they want to take in that scenario, and I'm not saying this is like metaphorically, when they come in and they want to exude their own energy on you, that's what I mean, like even in the music too. Sometimes I'll just be riding down the street and I will be listening to music and I'm like, I feel angry. Let me change this radio station, or let me put on something else, because all I want to think about is this. And I want to be like, and when I put the gospel back on, then I'm just like, okay, I'm at peace.
I cover in the Limitless Golden Rule, I cover movies and the music too.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's good to know. I'm keeping track of the ones that I need to order, because I'm enthused about getting that.
Yep. So chapter 18, or not in chapter, number 18 is television and movies. I've saved the media for last because they have such a tremendous impact on all of us.
Yeah.
That was the first paragraph of it.
I'm glad you talked about that, because I talked about that with someone else in that ADHD book. limiting the time that your children actually has on social media and TV and all of that.
So this is what I talk about, Stacy. Television and movies, newspapers, magazines, and music. Every singer and rapper up to date, if they have young daughters, nieces, and female cousins, should consider writing and singing lyrics that help to build character and integrity. And the same applies if they have young sons, nephews, and male cousins. Think about the golden rule. No one wants their children to be led astray by violent, sexual, obscene lyrics. So if today's singers and rappers don't want their young children and family members to be led astray by violent, sexual, obscene lyrics, they should not write or perform those lyrics themselves. Use the golden rule and think about how your music affects your children and the children of other people.
Exactly. Like the N-word in every single rap song. And then you want to get mad at white people for sitting there saying, what's that, nigga?
I know. It's stupidity.
You're going to get mad at somebody for singing that song? Really? Really? 95% of the people that buy your record are white people, even though you're a rapper. Yeah, let's be realistic here and don't get mad about it. I don't get mad about it. When I hear somebody, like when I lived in New Jersey, I was walking down the street and this kid passed me, and I think he was Puerto Rican, or not Puerto Rican. He wasn't white, but he was like maybe he was Dominican. I'm not really sure. But he was running, his friend was coming up to him and he was going the same direction. And he was like, what's up? I looked at him and I just kept on walking. And then I was telling my ex about it. He's like, it's how it is in Paterson, New Jersey. That's how everybody talks. They'll take it personal. I'm like, I'm not. I know where you got it from and I know how they live. And, so you cannot get mad at the narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
Cannot. So I'm glad you touched on that part. That's why I'm thinking, like, if people don't realize this real soon, they will realize it when they purchase your book.
Yeah, please. I'm hoping. That's why I wrote them. And please, Stacy, do a review. When you read the book, do a review. I have sold so many books, but not many reviews. People are intimidated, I think, by the review process.
Now, when you say review, are you talking about a review on the show? Because spoiler alert, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, no, I'm talking about, on the show. That would be wonderful, but I'm talking about on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I should do. Usually my reviews are usually complaining when I go to a restaurant or something like that. But but I learned my lesson. I should stop going to restaurants. It's the kids. But yeah, I will definitely do that. I appreciate you so much being on the show. And
I think this is God.
Yeah. And I would love to have you back on the show again if you've got a couple more books. I mean, you have several more books that you
yeah, I've got 10.
Yeah. And I would love to pick your brain about it because, like I said, I'm in the process of trying to get my book out. None of them has anything similar to yours. They're I mean, growing up, yes, but like a kid growing up in Jamaica and stuff. But I would love to pick your brain about it. Love to talk to you more about just life in general, Makes me feel like I'm talking to somebody who's real.
Good.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But if you want to plug your books and tell our audience your books and where to find them again and all that.
The books are at goodshortbooks.com as well as on Amazon.com. But when you go to Amazon, you have to know the title of the book. If you go to goodshortbooks.com, you will see all of the books there. Click on the one you want and it'll take you right to Amazon to buy it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you have a link connected to it.
Yes. Okay. All of the books have links. You read about it. There's a picture when you first go to the website, there's a picture of all the covers. And then you click on the one that you want to read more about. Then you read more about it. And then there's a buy link on it as well.
Okay. That's awesome. These are I was supposed to take my kids to go book shopping because I didn't find anything at the bookstore, but I think they would really honestly love reading this because they could be like, oh, is there bad words in there?
No, there aren't. No,
Okay.
no, I don't put cursing in my books for the most part. But like I said, I curse like a sailor.
No, I get it. But my kids, I got a piggy bank jar of mommy's curse words. So it's very big.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I get dinged for just saying the podcast name.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was great to have you on the show, Joyce. Thank you so much for
thank you for having me, Stacy. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, sharing your books and everything. I will definitely, absolutely get those books.
Okay, that's great.
All right, you have a good day, and I hope to talk to you again.
All right, I hope to hear from you.
Oh, I will. Trust me.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Stacy.
Bye-bye.